Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Vilma and my channel is called My Curls and Beauty. And today I am doing my third roundup of favorites and least favorites for 2016. If you've missed the first two videos, the first one is my best and worst foundations of the year, because there's always a foundation that you actually don't enjoy. And the second video is all about eyeshadow palettes and face palettes. So make sure to check the info bar below for links, or just click here on the I button and you will find those videos available for you. Now today I am mainly concentrating and talking about my favorite blushers and highlighters of the year. There's not a single product in that category that I didn't enjoy this year. I try a lot of blushes. A lot of them are drugstore, which I absolutely love. And my highlighters are high-end, and one of them is luxury, which is quite new to my collection, but I absolutely love it and I'm so obsessed with it that I'm really excited to share how much I like this product. So without further ado, let's get started with this video. My first blush is by Makeup Revolution. This one is called Hard Day, and it doesn't have a lid because it broke or it fell apart. I'm not entirely sure if I dropped this, but the blush is completely intact and it's definitely one of my favorites from the year. I bought it sometime in the summer and I use it quite a bit, and there's not a single dent in it. I usually use this on its own, but I also combine it with other blushes because I find it quite highlighting per se. There's no shimmer in it. I believe it's baked. It's very inexpensive. I think it cost me around £2.99, but it's a beautiful shade. I don't have anything in my collection that actually looks like this. Highly recommend you check this shade out because I think it's universal. If you are of a deeper skin tone, you can actually use this as a soft or subtle highlight or eyeshadow. And if you are of a medium to lighter skin tone, this is so beautiful. It gives you like that glow from within, and I absolutely love it. Next we have a Maxfactor blush. This one is from their Creme de Puff blushes in, what's it called? Seductive Pink, and it looks like this. I am actually wearing this on my cheeks today and I love it. I've mentioned this blush so many times on my channel in previous videos. It has the same quality as some high-end blushers, if not better. It's super inexpensive. I've used it so much. There's barely a dent in it. I'm not entirely sure how much product you find in here, but regardless, it's from the drugstore. It works. Like I said, I've mentioned it so many times. It's very, very pretty. It gives kind of like a nice flush of color without looking powdery. It's super pigmented, and although I'm not a really big fan of pink blushers all that much, this one is just the right shade for me when it comes to a pink blush, better saying. And I've heard some people saying that this is quite similar to the Hourglass ambient lighting blushers, which I don't currently own any and I want to buy. But if this has the same type of consistency, then definitely you need to try this out because you will save a lot of money. Highly recommend. Absolutely love this blush. My next blush is by EX1 Cosmetics, and this one is called Natural Flush, and it's kind of like a pinky mauvey shade, which is very, very beautiful. It's a powder finish blush, which I really like. It's very easy to blend. It gives a nice wash of color on the cheeks, and I've used it quite a bit this summer. Now this product was sent to me along with other products from EX1 Cosmetics, but I am not sponsored. I just honestly really like this shade. Now they are a little bit more expensive than your average drugstore blusher. I think they cost definitely less than £10, but they are a little bit more expensive than £6, maybe the £8 to £9 mark. I can't fully remember, but I'll put all the links below with prices and stuff like that. Really like this one, highly recommend. I believe they come in 4 different shades, so there's a little bit for everybody, like a deeper skin tone blusher for deeper skin tones, a peachy one, and there's another one which is a little bit more mauvey in shade, which is really nice and I love for this time of year. But this one is so flattering and I think I can wear this all year round. This next blush, I believe it's loved by so many people here on YouTube, including myself. Since I was sent this by one of my subscribers, thank you so much. I absolutely love it. This one is by Milani and it's called Luminoso. This blush is so gorgeous. It's a blush that You can wear it all year round. It's suitable, I would say, for most skin tones. It's warm, it's baked, which I love because baked blushes give you like a nice glowy cheek. And it's just so flattering. I think this shade, like I said, you can wear it all year round. It goes with any look that I wear. And if I want to go for those days where I have that makeup, no makeup look, I would definitely wear this blush because it's so gorgeous. And I find it quite comparable to MAC baked blushes. And I've used it so much. I've had this now for a couple of years, if I'm not mistaken. There's no dent in it, and I've used it quite a bit. So it's one of those products from Milani which are so worth the price. I want to try other shades, so please comment below and let me know which shades you think would be suited for my skin tone for every day. But yeah, absolutely love it and highly recommend this one. My next blush is by Sleek Makeup, and I apologize in advance. This one was a limited edition about 2 or 3 years ago, and I still love it till this day. It's called Mirrored Pink, and it looks like this. This is one of my top favorite blushes for the finish that it has. It has kind of like a iridescent finish, and it's very, very pigmented and very beautiful on the skin. Now, I know this is a limited edition and I kind of like felt, do I show this or not? But I do wear it a lot, and I really wanted to be kind of like honest with you guys and showing you what I actually wear. And a lot of times things that are limited edition, you can still find it online. So just Google it if you're interested in this blush, or if you have it, please comment below and let us know how you feel about it. But this is a universal blush in my opinion. If you are deeper in skin tone or fairer in skin tone, you can definitely wear this, and it's so beautiful, like very, very nice. When I wear this blush, I tend not to apply too much makeup on the eye or even on the lips because I want the blush to stand out. That's how pretty it is. And Sleek blushes are so inexpensive. Highly recommend. I think they cost less than £5. They are super pigmented and they have a lot of product in their pans, which I think it's absolutely amazing. My next blush is also by Sleek Makeup. This one is from their permanent collection and it's called Suede. I've mentioned this blush so many times on my channel, especially for winter, because it's the blusher in my collection that I gravitate towards for a day-to-day kind of like look because it's so beautiful. It kind of like looks brown on the pan or in the pan, but it's more of a earthy type of shade where it just looks really nice for this time of year. I love wearing this with just like very minimal makeup and a dark lip and eyeliner, and it just looks so fall appropriate. Absolutely love it, and it's another one that I highly recommend. Our next blush is from MAC, and this blush is called Warm Soul, and it looks like this. It's definitely one of my favorite blushes that I have in my collection as well, because I don't have anything that looks like this, and when I apply it on my skin, I absolutely love the finish that it gives me. It's one of those blushes that you're applying and you're thinking, this is not doing anything. But when you go out in the daylight or sunlight, you can definitely see how beautiful it sits on the skin. It gives you the most natural flush of color. That's the only way I can describe it. And it just looks so, so pretty. It's one of those blushes that I like to wear with minimal makeup, where I have maybe a bold lip, but everywhere else, everything is quite minimal. For that makeup, no makeup look, this is absolutely perfect because it's amazing. It's a baked blush, very pigmented, but in a subtle way. So when I say very pigmented, it's not like you're going to have this slapped on your face. It's pigmented enough to give you that right flush of color. Absolutely love it. My next blusher is also from MAC, and this one is called Modern Mandarin. And I remember when I bought this blusher, it was limited edition, but I think last time I was at MAC at Westfield, they had this blusher on their stand. So maybe it became part of their permanent line. I'm not entirely sure, but I absolutely love it. There is something about a orange blush that screams summer, that screams an exotic beach somewhere in your tan, and then you apply this on your cheeks and it just looks like, wow, you're like a goddess. It looks really, really pretty. Now, when I bought this blush before, when I well, when I bought this blush, I wasn't entirely sure if I was going to like it. So it was kind of like a YouTube made me buy it. But I learned to love this blush. I think I was just intimidated by the color, by the shade. But I think it's gorgeous and highly recommend if you can still find it and you have a deeper skin tone, or if you're tan, this will just be a beautiful shade for you. My last blusher is a luxury product that it's new to my collection, but I really wanted to mention it in this video. It's by Kevyn Aucoin. It's called Tresbelle and it's a cream finish blush and it looks like this. I am totally obsessed with this shade. I am so in love with this brand at the moment. I've tried 2 products so far and I love it. The other one will be featured in this video as well, but I just love this particular shade. Now the shades that I saw available on Beauty Bay were only 3. This was the darker shade and I'm so glad that I bought it. It's a universal shade. Once again, I do buy shades that are good for most skin tones, I would say. And this one is one of those. It's so pretty, very pigmented. You don't need a lot. It just gives that kind of like lit from within type of finish on your cheeks. Nice wash of color and it stays put the entire day. A lot of times in the winter I don't set my foundation with powder, and it's good because it helps a cream product just go over the top without looking messy or anything like that. It stays the entire day, as I mentioned before. It's expensive as it is a luxury product, but it's well worth every penny. Moving on to highlighters, I have 3 here that I want to talk to you guys about. 2 of them are by MAC, and the first one is called Superb. Now, when I bought this highlighter, it was a limited edition. It was from their Extra Dimension line, but I believe a lot of their products are permanent line now, but I'm not entirely sure. But it looks like this. It's so gorgeous. Now, I absolutely love shades like this. This is kind of like a pinky rose gold shade. I have it on my cheeks right now. I hope you guys can see it, and also on the bridge of my nose. And I absolutely love using this as an eyeshadow. All over the lid, it has that kind of like foiled finish. And if you apply it wet, it just gives you bang, kind of like highlighted lids. It just is so beautiful. Highly recommend. Absolutely love it. Very, very pigmented, and this is definitely one of my favorite highlighters that I have in my collection. My other MAC highlighter is called Whisper of Guilt, and it's also by the Extra Dimension line. Once again, I'm not sure if it's available in MAC stores, but it was part of their limited edition line, and it looks like this. I'm holding it because it's completely loose. I've dropped it so many times, obviously by mistake. It hasn't broken, but it came out of the pan, so it's really annoying. I have to hold it like this or else it's just going to go on the floor. But this is a gold highlighter and it's so gorgeous. Once again, very pigmented. Love using this on the bridge of my nose, on the high points of my face, including my eyelids, because it just works so well as an eyeshadow all over the lid, a little bit of mascara, and you're ready to go. It's a beautiful, beautiful highlighter. I've used it so much. There is a bit of a dent in it, but I haven't hit pan at all. And although I don't have a lot of highlighters, I don't know when I'm going to go through these because they have so much product, and because they're so pigmented, you don't need to use a lot. Love it. If you can get this one as well, highly recommend. My last highlighter is also a luxury product, and it's by Kevyn Aucoin. It's called Candlelight, and I've been wanting to try this product for such a long time. Finally did, and I'm so glad I did. It looks like this. Is kind of like a champagne shade, and one thing I love about this highlighter is so finely milled. There's no glitter in it. It just gives you a lit from within glow, and it's so beautiful. It's really pigmented. The first time I applied it, I thought, oh, I'm not seeing anything on my cheeks, and then I looked in the light and I was like, wow, bang, my cheekbones were out there for the world to see. Expensive, yes. I bought it when it was on promotion. Was it Black Friday sale? I think I got 30% off, and I'm so happy I paid for this. It was nearly 30 pounds. I think I paid 28 or something like that. It costs around 36 pounds, but I highly, highly recommend, especially if you have combination to oily skin, textured skin, and large pores. This is the best highlighter because it doesn't emphasize anything. It just gives you that lit from within, as I mentioned before, and it looks beautiful on the skin. Stays put all day, doesn't disappear, doesn't go everywhere. And it's another shade that I love wearing on my eyelids or in the inner dot. It just looks so beautiful and highly recommend. So that is it for my roundup of blushers and highlighters for 2016. Let us know in the comments below which products in this category you're actually enjoying, the name, the brand. I would absolutely love to know, especially now that we're starting a new year. I can always try a new product. So if you have any recommendations, please let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give it a good thumbs up, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.